Click Edit next to Form 8867. If the preparer who determined the taxpayer was eligible for EIC is not the signing preparer, enter that preparer's name and PTIN. Answer if the return was completed based on information provided by the taxpayer or reasonably obtained by you. Complete the appropriate column for all credits claimed on this return. Check all that apply. Answer if the applicable EIC, CTC, and ACTC worksheets were completed for each credit claimed. Answer if you interviewed the taxpayer, asked adequate questions, and documented the taxpayer's responses to determine they are eligible to claim the credits. Answer if you reviewed adequate information to determine that the taxpayer is eligible to claim the credits and in what amount. Answer if any information provided to you or reasonably known to you relating to preparing the return appeared to be incorrect, incomplete, or inconsistent. If the answer is yes, answer questions A and B. Answer if you made reasonable inquiries to determine the correct or complete information. Answer if you documented your inquiries. Answer if you satisfied record retention requirements by keeping a copy of all documents that you relied on to determine eligibility for the credits. Check all documents you received to prove the residence of the qualifying dependents. If not listed, select Other and specify the type of document. If there are no qualifying dependents, select No Qualifying Child. Check all documents you received to prove disability of disabled dependents. If there are no disabled dependents, select No Disabled Child. Answer if you ask the taxpayer if they could provide documentation to substantiate eligibility for the credits claimed. Answer if you ask the taxpayer if any of the credits were disallowed or reduced in a prior year. If yes, did you complete the required recertification forms? Skip this section if there is not a Schedule C on the return. Answer if you asked adequate questions to prepare a complete and correct Schedule C. Select the documents you relied on to confirm the existence of the business and to figure income and expenses. Skip this section if the taxpayer is not claiming EIC. Answer if you explained to the taxpayer the rules of claiming EIC when the dependent is the qualifying dependent of more than one person, and have you determined the taxpayer is eligible to claim EIC for the number of dependents for whom the EIC is claimed. Answer if you explained to the taxpayer that they may not claim EIC if they did not live with the dependent over half the year, even if they supported them. Skip this section if the taxpayer is not claiming the child tax credit. Answer if the dependent resided with the taxpayer. Answer if there is an active Form 8332, if applicable. Answer if you determine the taxpayer has not released their claim to another person. Skip if the taxpayer is not claiming the American Opportunity Credit. Answer if the taxpayer provided substantiation to claim the credit. Select the documents you relied on to determine eligibility for the credit. Read all the credit eligibility certification verbiage to ensure you have completed your due diligence. If you have not complied with all due diligence requirements for all credits claimed, you may have to pay a $510 penalty for each credit you fail to comply. Answer if you certify that all answers on this form are true, correct, and complete. Click Save.